Hey, it feels performative. It feels performative to post about this or to be super real on the internet, especially when you have something to gain from it. But I think honestly that's an insecurity. It's me overthinking for people, and that's bad, you know? This is poetic. I'm in a dip. I want to be real, and I can feel the change in me immediately when the camera's on. It fades away when I'm setting up the camera and I know that I'm going to be recording myself and that someone might see me. But I want to do away with that because it's not good for you. And because why should I not be real because of someone else? So I'll just say it simple. My girlfriend broke up with me 2 days ago. And I'm making a video about it because if I'm honest, posting helps me to not feel alone. Even if no one views this or makes it, you know, these 3 minutes into the video, I'll know for me that I recorded it and I put it out there and I have an archive of my life and my mindset at the time and my journey. And that's what really matters to me. That's why I do this. I'm not doing it for you or for anyone else other than myself. Ultimately selfish, I guess, but my girlfriend and I have broken up a few times over the course of a year and some months, which is probably a bad sign, but and maybe I'm clouded by the pain that it brings right now. My mind is clouded, so I can't think straight, but this one feels a little bit more final. She said that we'll reconnect after 6 months. And for all of you single guys out there that are about to comment, what, bro, just leave her. What the heck? Don't let yourself be used like that. I'm like, I know. But I do it for love. I don't do it because I expect some sort of appreciation or because I'm desperate. I do it because of who I am and because of who she is and who we could be together if we were both 100% in this. And I wasn't always 100% in it. And so I can't hold it against her that she's not 100% in it right now. So she said we'll talk after 6 months. It's cold out here. But my initial feeling, first I had determination. I was like, that's awesome. I understand, whatever happens, I can deal with it, which is true. And I just want the best for her, and I still do. But then after that came an emotion of finale. Like, I have this weird feeling that she broke up with me because it was easy. And I think maybe there's things that she's not telling me. And she's a good person. She would never do anything, like cheating, but maybe things happen in her life to where she's re-exploring her priorities and her options. And I feel as though it's just gonna trickle out. Because it's only been 2 days. And I'm holding on to dear life to be in love with her. Because it's really hard to hold on to someone when they're walking away from you. And I feel as though she's not gonna need me or want me at the end of the 6 months. And maybe she'll even find someone else before then. I want to make it clear that I don't know what I'm doing. Ever. Ever. And I feel like it takes a lot of bravery to say that, because a lot of people don't have the humility to say that. And I'm not just calling myself humble. That's the least humble thing you can do. But like, if somebody asked my perspective on religion, I'd be like, yeah, I'm a Catholic, but I'm not learned enough to be confident. And if people ask me if I work out, I'd be like, yeah, I work out, but I know almost nothing. And I realized that I'm like that in every single area. It's like, oh, a master of all trade, like a jack of all trades, master of none. But I'm not even jack, bro. I feel alone. I've always been alone. I can't relate to my family. I can't even find someone. Let me give you some backstory. You probably don't care, but I'll make it short. I wasn't in love. I wasn't in love with. I'll just name drop her, Annie. Annie's my girlfriend. I was never in love with her until I made myself be in love with her. I was in love with someone else at the time, and they were both, Annie and this other person, were too far away to really have something realistic with. But it was more realistic with Annie, and it's not like I chose her over this person I was actually in love with. I met Annie at a time in my life when I was very open to the way of the universe and the way of God, and taking things as signs and going in the direction that he pushed me. And so I made the jump. And I said, I think God's putting Annie in my life so I can date her, so I can explore this avenue and see if we can make a life together. And ultimately, you know, in a Christian relationship, that she would lead me closer to God, and that hopefully I could lead her closer to God too. And it was really hard because I was in love with this other person. And through months of hard work and self-belief and determination and sacrifice, I gave up everything. And I'll just tell you, I'm an American and Annie's a Canadian, and she lives on the other side of the continent. And I literally had plans to get a job over there and move there by this October. And it was all going according to plan, and I was ready to do all that. For the few women, for the possible woman viewer, you need to understand this about men, and when I say this, men will know exactly what I'm talking about. Us men, when we fall in love, we are more loyal than dogs. That's why you hear like women and men and people, they'll call men dogs. It's like, yeah, because we're like a little bit dirty, we're a little bit sloppy, but we are fiercely loyal. Once our heart is in it, that's it. And the thing is, my heart's always been in every relationship I've ever tried to pursue, even if none but this one with Annie actually ever went anywhere. And I've gotten my heart broken so many times, and people with more life experience, people with more life experience and they've been in fights, and they've done all this stuff at a young age, and they act like old sages, and I'm like, bro, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because I've found people like me who, on paper, it looks like we've done shit. We've done nothing. But if you get inside that person's mind, and if you watch them long enough, you understand that they are a profoundly deep individual. And I'm having the confidence now to say I'm the deepest person I've ever met. And I mean that. And I can see it even from an outside perspective. I'm not saying that because I'm the only one that knows what it's like inside my head. I'm saying that because you see people and they close their eyes, or you see them stare off into space, and you can just imagine what's going on in their head. But you only see a few people like that. Most of the time, it's like, see, even now I'm doubting myself right now because I'm like, well, I sound like an arrogant asshole. And honestly, I don't know. I don't know what the line between that is. Between, giving yourself your dues, and supporting yourself and giving yourself that extra confidence boost that you need by however you do it. And where that line between that and just, being full of yourself is. I'm alone now. And I feel as though I'm gonna more or less stay alone. And I know that's, the final words of a 22-year-old. But at a point, I need to decide what to do. And I've decided what to do. And I'm saying it now so I can better live it, because, you know, your thoughts form your words, and your words form your reality, right? We are made in the image and likeness of God, and God spoke the universe into existence. That's how we are. We have that capability. It's a very powerful thing. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand this about the universe, that if you want something, you have to change. You have to change your mindset. And then after your mindset, you have to change your words, and then your actions, and so on and so forth. And your actions will steer your life. So what I'm going to do is, for the next 6 months, I'm going to work on myself as much as I possibly can and get the life that I want. Because that's what Annie has always pushed me to do, and that's what I want to do more than anything. I don't do it because she taught me how to do it. A little bit of snow off the rock. I'm doing that because it's what I want. You know, it's what leads me to feel alive, is to improve my life, mental, physical, spiritual, routine, everything. And in terms of relationships for the next 6 months, I'm going to spend up everything I have staying in love with Anastasia. Annie. She has 2 names. A nickname is Annie. Anyway, I digress. And I know it's not going to be easy, because every day I'm away from her. It's like people are like, oh, the heart makes, like, love makes the heart grow fonder. No, what the? That's completely wrong. It's distance makes the love. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. Okay, there we go. We got it in the end. And it's just not true. It can be true for some people, but it's so dependent on the people and the relationship. So, yeah. Ooh. Sorry. I need to not acknowledge my voice cracks, because that's another thing I want to change. Anyway, I don't want to support my insecurities anymore. I don't want to help them out at all. They don't deserve it, you know? So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to focus on loving her as best I can in my heart. But this will be the last time. This is the last time that her and I will break up. After this, that's it. You know, it's like, if she comes back and she says that she wants to marry me, that's the same as when I did the same thing to her. I tried breaking up with her because we were so back and forth, and then all of a sudden I was just like, I need to just make a decision and stick with it. So I did, and then immediately God hit me with a huge U-turn, like one of those very obvious signs where it's like, there's no way this can mean anything else. And he sent me back, and then I called her and I said, I want to marry you, because that's what I wanted, and that's still what I want. But the thing is, when she's away, I want it less. And that's what sucks, and that's what's going to be so hard about this, is because it's only been 2 days, and it's like, I can feel it slipping away. And I don't like the person that I am when it's completely slipped away. I can feel it. I'm dying. Like my heart, my soul, and my passion, and the parts of myself that I think she was attracted to which was the joy and the 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 masculine boyishness of my hope. Makes her sound kind of creepy, but she was attracted to my hope and my joy and my carefreeness and my confidence and my excitement about the world. And I'm still like that to a large degree. But when I'm away from her, I can feel that part of myself dying. And right now I'm 22. You know, my brain elasticity is up for the second time. Gross. And so I need to decide who I'm going to be for the rest of my life in the next 3 years. 2 to 3 years. And I never want to lose that part of myself. I never, ever want to lose that part of myself that finds joy. And the part of myself that is enchanted when I see a kid experience something in the world for the first time, like when they learn about the changing of the leaf color in the seasons, or when they say, "Hey, I want to build a tree house," and I say, "Yes, let's go build a tree house." That wonder. That's why my name is Nicholas. My name is Nicholas, and our names mean things. And I was named after Saint Nicholas, like Santa Claus, and I am so enveloped in joy and wonder, especially when I can give it to people. Like, I love children as well. Like, I want to be a parent one day for sure. And yeah, they drive me crazy because they're just, you know, they're messy and they don't know what they're doing, and that's completely fine. But that's a core tenet of who I am. My name is Nicholas, and I like to bring joy and wonder to the world. And when she's apart from me, I can feel that part of me dying. And it's so sad because I don't want to lose that part of myself. Find out who you are. Find out who you are. Every week, take a walk, ask yourself that question. Find a consistent answer that you keep on getting, and that's who you are. And decide that that's who you are going to be. And don't let it be negative. Don't you dare let it be negative. Don't you ever, ever accept like something like, oh, I'm a loser. I'm a loser. You know that's a lie. We have to find out who we are, especially when we're young, and we have to know that and hold on to that because it is so important. And because the world will try to kill that, the world will try to take that away from you. And if you are truly stronger than the world, then you must find out who you are and you must stick with it. Become unbreakable, unbendable. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick with who I am to the best of my ability. And hey, for all I care, she could reach out to me and say, I want to marry you. And I'll be just, I don't know. like right now, it's only been 2 days, and I already feel that if she came to me at any point and said that, I'd say, okay, but we need to work our way back up towards that. But it feels very final. And I don't know why. I feel as though I feel like she's secretly the type of person to tell me what's easy. And I never want that. I never want anyone to sugarcoat it, you know? Oh, there's the mail car. I don't want anyone to ever sugarcoat the message for themselves, you know? I don't want someone to lie to me because it's easier. Whether it be for them or me, I don't want that in any capacity. I don't care if it's hard for you. Like, don't lie to me. Tell me the truth, because the truth is a lot better for you than the easy path. I'm gonna go ahead and snag my just snagged my thumbnail. Why? Because I don't know. I don't really put a whole lot of thought into the logistical side of these videos. I kind of just, you know, that's not why I do it. It has the date on there. I just type in a title and then go, and I don't really care. I just, you know, it's not what it's about. It's more about this and about being real, at least with myself. And then if people see me being real and are like accepting of that, then that's completely fine. See like how my voice just changed right there? It's because I realized my shoulders were tense. Same thing as the first video I ever posted on this channel. It's like we're constantly in a state of like closing off or shutting down or getting tense, letting the anxiety get to us. And when I say that out loud, it helps me realize that that's the whole point of this thing with me and Annie, is that I will not shut down. She shuts down from time to time, but if I want to be a true man and what she's looking for, it starts by me being strong in the sense that when she is weak, she can lean on me, even if we're not together. Because that's just what I'm supposed to do as a man, you know? People need to be able to depend on you as a man. You need to be able to hand out the food to everyone and skip yourself, so everyone has just a little bit more. And yeah, don't do that with everything. You can do that after you take care of yourself and if you are okay with it. But ultimately, that's the deciding factor of a man, is that you need to be able to tell for yourself when you've given yourself space or you've given yourself love, all of those things, all those kinds of things. Once you've given yourself those things, you can much more and in abundance give it out to other people and make sure everyone has enough. But another big part of being a man is deciding when that is and just being like, I'm gonna skip myself today. I don't get water today, or I don't get food today. And I feel like a lot of you will understand what I'm talking about. It's like, it's not like you're starving yourself or you're dying of thirst or anything. It's just like, it's dying to yourself in in your mind, not in your spirit, because your spirit gets stronger from those things, but your mind gets a little bit more healthy when you sacrifice yourself for other people. You know, it feeds you spiritually. So yeah, sometimes just let it go. Give it up for other people. And so that's what I'm going to do with Anastasia, is that I am going to die to myself, my selfish desire of giving up or shutting down. I will not do that. I will continue to love her as I have, because I've done a damn good job, and I know that. And people may think that's arrogant, but I know who I am. I'm a good man. I'm a good man. I am, in a sense, an inexperienced man, but I'm a good person. I am kind. I'm strong. I'm a little bit stubborn, for sure. But I will never stop being the person that I am and the person that I want to be because of other people. Even if they were the closest person to me, even if they were the end-all be-all, because that's how men love. Even if they were the end-all be-all, they will not end me by exiting my life. And they will not be the purpose that I lost. I have other purposes, and I have to find them. And that's fine. But they're not the end-all be-all. So I will continue to be strong. For 6 months. I start my new job in 2 weeks. 2 weeks I start my new job. I'm broke right now. I'm just gonna lay it all out there. I'm broke right now. And no, that's not why she left me. We're more, her and I aren't like that. We're not like the world in the sense of, you know, super like, oh, you're broke, let me leave. It's like, no, that's not what we're like. I'm broke. My car doesn't work. I live with my parents. And I want to document this journey for all of you if you're in a similar place, because I found a creator, Santiago Welper, I believe. And he is just like, I see him and I'm like, wow, we're like the same age and everything he's saying is so relatable to me. And I'm like, wow, that's great. I love that. I like to watch his videos every now and then and just get a little bit of inspiration and some good messaging from him. And I want to be that for people. I might be just a slightly different tone than he is, and that's good, because maybe that means I can reach a different audience that doesn't quite want to listen to him, but maybe you'll get some knowledge from this. So like that would be great. That's what I like. That's what I love. I love to inspire. I love to inspire. I love to help. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna document me moving out for the first time. I'm gonna document myself financing a car and working, and the mindset, and I'm gonna try to aim for at least, at minimum, 1 video a week. Because otherwise, what's the point of a document if there's 2 in a row and then it's 4-month wait and then et cetera, you know? So yeah, I'm rambling at this point, and we're at 34:14, so yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, I live with my parents, and I have a lot of siblings. And yeah, I need my own space, and I cannot live with these people anymore because they feel like strangers to me. And I find it really hard to find people who relate to me and who I can relate to and who love me in the way that I can love them, and it's just difficult. So yeah,
I'm going to document my life, and we'll see what comes of it. I'm doing it for me, and if anything, maybe if I die in some horrible way in the future, a car accident or a bomb drops on my head, someone can find this. That's why it's public, and they'll know me, and they'll know what I'm about. So, thanks if you actually made it this far. That's kind of crazy. I appreciate you sticking around. I hope you got something from this. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.